Welcome to Kitchen Garden Therapy. I'm Slava. How is your summer so far? I am really busy in my garden. Every day there is something new to do. So today I would like to take you along with me and share with you a day of my life. I'll show you the things I am doing, how I am preserving the bounty from my garden, and other things. This is going to be like a vlog style, so let's get into it. As you can see, right now my garden is giving me a lot of fresh produce. There's a ton of beans growing in my garden. Beans are highly productive and you get a lot of harvest all at once. Same with peppers. I'm getting a ton of peppers right now. Some of them are hot, some are sweet. So what I like to do is to mix them both, hot and sweet peppers, together. Blend them in a blender, add some sugar and salt to taste, some vinegar, and make a hot sauce. I don't have any specific recipe, I just wing it. I just add it to my taste. If there is not enough heat, I add more hot peppers. If there is too much heat, I add more sweet peppers. And then I cook my hot sauce until it gets thick. It's just this kind of consistency. That's what I like my hot sauce to be. And then I preserve it by sterilizing it for 10 minutes in my water bath canner. Besides hot sauce, I also canned some pickled vegetables, Iranian style, called torshi. I really like those. It's like a mix of different veggies pickled together. They're chopped in small pieces, kind of like giardiniera, really similar, but with Middle Eastern spices. There's angelica in there, nigella seeds, and other spices. And this is how my sauce looks once it is canned. I don't have enough room to harvest all of the herbs, medicinal and culinary, around the same time and dehydrate them at the same time as well. I just don't have that capacity. So what I do is I am harvesting a little bit every day, and then first I wilt my herbs in the greenhouse. I let them lose as much moisture as possible, and then I put them in the dehydrator. Usually after the herbs had wilted, 3-4 hours at 95 degrees is enough to dehydrate them completely. At least it's enough for the herbs I have tried so far. I did calendula, mint, marshmallow, echinacea, bee balm, and others. I store my medicinal herbs and culinary herbs as well in clear mason jars. If you haven't seen my apothecary video recently, I uploaded it on the channel. I'll post the link in the description box below and on the card up above, so you can click and watch how I store my medicinal herbs and how I use them and the whole tour of my apothecary. Somebody in the comment section of that video of my apothecary asked me how I do my glycerides, because I was showing that I have a few of different glycerides. So in order to make glyceride, you need food grade vegetable glycerin and an herb of your choice. So here am I doing borage glyceride, bee balm, echinacea. I did chamomile glyceride. So you just mix it together. You make sure glycerin is covering all of the herbal material. You mix it in until it's all absorbed, and then you let it sit for a few weeks. 3-4 weeks in dark place would be enough, and then you strain it, and you have a delicious and medicinal glyceride, which is great for kids because you can't give alcohol tinctures to kids. Also, a lot of people do not want alcohol tincture, even though you just use a few drops. But still, glyceride is much yummier. I also made some comfrey infused oil. I used 3 different types of oil. Comfrey over here I harvested from my garden and dehydrated it. For oil infusions you need completely dry herbs. And comfrey is great because it's healing wounds, so I'm planning to make some comfrey salve later on. So in order to make salve, I need to have infused oil first. So I added jojoba oil, now I'm adding some castor oil, and I'll top it off with some good old extra virgin olive oil. I'll let it sit for a month and then use it. Also, I've been trying to preserve some beans for winter, and I was a bit tired of canning, so I decided to just vacuum seal it and freeze it. And I finished my day with putting away some food for long-term storage using mylar bags and oxygen absorbers. Dry goods like lentils, beans, cornmeal, and other things can be stored for years if sealed properly. So in each package I put a few oxygen absorbers, and then I sealed those mylar bags with hair straightener. It's a very easy process, no complications at all. I also did some large 5-gallon bags with sugar, rice, flour, and other things. I did oats, black beans, buckwheat, lima beans, green split pea, pinto beans, and red lentils, green lentils, red kidney beans, basically things that we eat and use on a regular basis. So I know years from now when I open these buckets, I will be using these items. So after sealing those mylar bags with hair straightener, I put everything into buckets, and these 5-gallon buckets are leak proof. They have a rubber seal underneath the lid, and I had to hammer it in to make sure it's all sealed nicely. This is a great long-term food storage solution, and I highly recommend everyone who likes to preserve food for the future try doing this method as well. If you look at price increases and everything that's going on right now in the world, I think it's important for all of us to put some food aside for the future. Thank you so much for watching my today's vlog. I hope you've enjoyed it. Now let me know in the comments below what you are up to, what things you're doing in your garden, and what are the ways that you are preserving the food from the garden.